Hey guys, today is a beautiful day because spring has sprung. It is officially the first day of spring, which usually for Florida doesn't mean much because it's usually hot and we haven't really had like a winter. But this year we had a winter. All of our trees lost leaves, some of them still are bare, and the ones that weren't are all coming back in this beautiful green color that really annoys my sinuses but makes my heart happy. And yeah, it's like 74 degrees or something like that. It is just beautiful weather. So, I thought it'd be a fun, since it's the first day of spring, to give you guys a little bit of garden update. I bought them back in February, and I don't think I've really shown them since the day I got them. So, let me give you a bit of a garden update. My mint is the only one hiding back here in the shade right now because it doesn't like a lot of sunlight. I'll explain that whole sunlight thing here in a second. But my mint, I keep saying every day I need to do something with it. I really need to do something with it. So I think when I go back inside, I'm going to pick some of these leaves and try to make like a strawberry mint smoothie or something along those lines, because it's out of control, okay? It is, which is really funny because back in, not February, I think January, when we had that really long cold snap and I had to leave it inside for like a week, it looked dead. Like all my other plants minus one died during that time period. And I thought I was going to lose it too. And then when people say you can't kill mint, they mean you can't kill mint. It is out of control. So I need to do something with that today. The other one that survived was this strawberry. This is the second year I've had it. I have had this one since June of last year. It has given me 2 strawberries so far this year already. And I think it's growing. Gotta grow another one if this flower pollinates. I didn't even realize there's another flower literally behind it. So if this one doesn't pollinate, then hopefully this one does. So yeah, it's they say that in the second year they tend to do more, and I feel like that is actually like super true because I got maybe like 1 strawberry off of it last year, and so it is a lot happier this year. If you're wondering what this is, this was a whitefly trap. Thankfully the whiteflies seem to have died in the cold snap, but I left it in there anyway. Marigold, I promise it's not dying. They just like shed flowers, grow new ones, shed flowers, grow new ones. So it looks it's kind of in its pitiful state right now, but it's very similar to this one right here. I'll explain the sunlight real quick. So all winter and Christmas time and all that, my plants were always right up here against it. It just made it easy to water. It kept them away from animals, and so I will still move them back at nighttime, but we're turning and the sunlight doesn't quite reach as much as it should. Eventually I'm going to have to go back to, thankfully all year we get sunlight on the stair steps. By the time it's summer, I literally have to stack my plants on the stairs before I can, during the day for them to get sunlight. But thankfully we're not there yet. I still get sunlight on the second half of my porch. So this is one of the strawberries that I bought this year. Now, it was already growing these. There's a reason I have it a little bit more tucked up close versus where I put these, which I'll show you in a second, because it has one that is almost ripe. You can see that one there is, I'm making a shadow, but it's almost ripe. The one next to it is just starting to ripen, and these are actually bigger than what my other strawberries growing. So I'm probably like a day or two, that one will be ready to pick. But birds like those too, so I'm trying to keep it like enough where it gets sunlight, but a little closer, and I'll just get it back at night. But it's doing well. And then I showed you the marigold already. I don't have as many plants as, or do I have as many plants as last year? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think this is as many as I started with. I started with 3, then I had 5. No, yeah, no, that's right. Anyway, I had to do a little math there, but different plants this year. So my tomato has grown doubled, tripled in size since I bought it. Now we know from last year, because it's the exact same variety, the Husky Cherry Red. It is going to get like as tall as the top of that door frame, okay? But right now it's still in its like baby stage. I already had to add a couple of supports. I just used these green ones that I have right now because I can stack onto them, and I didn't feel like putting a 4-foot tall stake for a not 4-foot tall plant. But the cool thing about this one is it's still really young, and I bought it in May, early May, and I had tomatoes by almost July, so maybe it tracks, but the plant was bigger. This one, it's got 4 4 tomatoes growing down there, just like in a little cluster. They're still green. I learned that it is a game of patience waiting for them to go from, I don't know why this leaf is like sad. Feels like it's dying. Anyway, it takes patience for them to go from green to big, to red. Yeah, this plant has been kind of sad since I brought it inside. Like, it's kind of crispy fried on this end. But it should be okay. And last but not least is the blueberry, which is, it has morphed a lot. It started with purple leaves, and I guess that's just a sign that it's kind of like cold stressed, but obviously it's not really been that cold. So it is, you know, it's back to green. It's growing a bunch of new leaves. Like you can see, like this is the old growth versus the brighter stuff is the new growth. So it's grown a bunch of new leaves. But the blueberries, man, this is my first year growing blueberries. I'm not an expert in whatsoever. Like I already had to learn about to acidify the soil and all that. But the blueberries, which I'm assuming are these, they're not doing anything. They look the exact same size as they did the day I bought the plant. And it's really confusing to me. I mean, these look like they might be a little bit bigger on this end here. I don't know. I've never grown blueberries before. It's an experiment. We'll see how it goes. So that's the plant update for the first day of spring. Now, because they've kind of been chilling out over here, and I haven't really been paying attention much to the sunlight, I'm not going to leave them out here till sunset. I'll probably scoot them back. I think it's like 4:30 right now, so I'll probably scoot them back around like 6:30 and just kind of slowly acclimate them to just staying here all the time. Because I think that's why my tomato might be a little shrivelly. But anyway, so that's the garden update. March 20th. I started the garden a lot earlier than I did last year, so I'm excited to see, you know, what we get. Because it started growing tomatoes, I am going to try again to grow my own seedlings from those. It worked technically, but by the time I planted them, it was September, and I think that it was just the wrong time of year. They eventually died, I think December, January, they kind of died off. So we're going to try again. And anybody that grows blueberries want to tell me why my blueberries aren't getting bigger. And oh, last but not least, actually kind of is least, I think my cucumber seeds went bad. I tried to plant cucumbers. When I planted them back in, when did I plant them? Was it October? I think it was October. They popped up within 6 days, like the ones I planted, the ones I planted for my mom, for my sister, they all worked. I've planted about 15, 20 of those seeds in this pot, and none of them have sprouted, so I kind of just gave up. I think the seeds, for some whatever reason, went bad, and I'm just going to have to buy new seeds when I have more money. So cucumbers are on hold for now, but everything else is doing well. And yeah, this is my proof that I'm actually picking the mint that I kept saying I was going to do something with. We'll see how it tastes in a smoothie. But let me tell you guys, this plant smells amazing.